As another spring storm season approaches, how would you like to have more warning before severe weather strikes?
Research going on right now at the University of Oklahoma could make that happen. From Norman, News on 6 meteorologist Alan Crone shows us how.
And we got power flashes. It's in a heavily populated area right now.
More, 2013. The official tornado warning 16 minutes before the tornado hit Newcastle.
Huge debris. It looks like roofs flying in the air.
Broken Arrow, 2013. A 2-minute advance warning of a small but damaging tornado.
That is a monster tornado.
Joplin, 2011. Sirens first sounded 24 minutes before the tornado that killed 161 people.
Well, we have confirmed that one person is dead and several people are injured tonight.
Quapaw, 2014. No official advanced tornado warning, but a severe thunderstorm warning 12 minutes before touchdown. What if a drone, or unmanned aerial vehicle as the forecasters prefer to call them, what if a UAV could mean much earlier warnings or warnings where there are now none?
This is groundbreaking. I mean, this is a game changer. You know, you have these different technologies that come around, you know, once in a while that really shake up the whole nature of the type of research that we're doing.
They're not the quadcopter drones like the one that crash landed on the White House lawn, but close.
It's very light. It's surprisingly light.
OU meteorology professor Philip Chilson and researchers at the National Weather Center are using hobbyist-style remote airplanes, about 2 pounds and 2 feet long, with speeds in excess of 100 miles per hour and decked out with all high-tech sensors.
How often can you say that you go out and play with toys as part of your research and actually do something meaningful for the for your science?
Right now, when making forecasts, National Weather Service meteorologists use radar, satellites, and balloons to check conditions in the upper and middle atmosphere. Conditions at the surface, where we live, are observed by instruments and people. But there is a small gap in the lower atmosphere where a UAV could make a big difference.
It allows you to get into areas which would normally be inaccessible.
Some experts predict that ability could increase tornado warnings from 20 to 60 minutes. The problem now is when conditions are right for storms, forecasters don't know exactly where or when one will trigger a tornado.
I think of it as being like a whole bed of tightly coiled springs just waiting for something to happen. But what creates that spring to unleash its energy and, you know, fly up in the atmosphere, maybe even trigger the other springs around it, that's the part that's difficult.
But he believes UAVs will give a better understanding of what's really happening, leading to quicker calls on when and where a storm may turn violent.
While there's real excitement in the possibilities of research, what will it look like in the future when it comes to keeping you and your family safe?
There's debate even inside Norman's National Weather Center.
These are experiments that have yet to be done, to my knowledge, and until they are, you can't make definitive statements that they're going to drastically change the state of forecasting.
The holdup to learning more is the FAA, which is nearly grounding research efforts while it studies how manned and unmanned aircraft can exist in harmony in the nation's airspace. But Dreamer and realists agree any new tool that can help save lives is welcome.
You know, it'll be another piece of the puzzle. We might be able to fit some puzzle pieces together and better, you know, predict what's going to happen.
There's not a shadow of a doubt in my mind that if we have the capability to fly these types of platforms and make measurements of the lower atmosphere, that it will improve forecast, increase lead times, and you know, increase the general, you know, safety of the public.
Alan Crone, News on 6.
Just Sunday, the FAA issued its proposed rules for the use of drones by businesses. We have a link to the plan inside this story at newson6.com. The OU researchers tell us it's a good first step as they wait to see how the FAA will regulate their use of UAVs.